What's going on, guys? Welcome to another adventure here at the Outpost. We're coming to you live from the Adventure Outpost bedroom, maxing and relaxing, because I'm just way too lazy to get out of bed right now. But I wanted to do this video because with Summerfest approaching and most of the nation getting back into the swing of things with full-scale operations once again, it's time to finally make that hard return to the parks. And while I won't be able to go as far or as hard as I did pre-COVID just yet, there are still a few choice amusement parks that I really want to make an effort to get to. So in today's adventure, we're going to look at 10 parks that I hope to make it to in 2021.
Perfect 10!
Starting us off at number 10 is Six Flags America. And this is a park that is on there simply for two reasons. One, it's very close to me. I can do a day drive to it and get the park done in one day, so I don't really have to take off from work. And two, it will finally let me finish off my Vekoma Flying Dutchmans. I did Firehawk before it was demolished. I did whatever the other one's called in Carowinds, Nighthawk. So all I have left now is to do Batwing, and then I will be done with those shitty-ass rides. It'll be cool to do the other ones too. Wild One seems like it'll be a fun ride. Doing a Joker's Jinx seems like it'll be cool too. I've only done the Flight of Fear ones that are indoors, so getting to experience that Spaghetti Bowl one outside should be pretty cool. What else is there? There's Firebird, which should be all right. I'll be able to get on Roar, which from most people's opinion seems like a pretty terrible wooden roller coaster. But, I'll do it. And then probably the best ride there, probably the only ride that I'll actually really enjoy, will be Superman Ride of Steel. I think it's called Ride of Steel, right? All the Superman ones are called Ride of Steel. Doesn't matter. That looks like it'll be a fun roller coaster, so interested to get on that one. And I think there's also an SLC there, if I'm not mistaken. Coming in at number 9 is Six Flags Over Georgia. I've been wanting to go to this park for so long, and I missed out on my opportunity when my brother actually lived close in Georgia. Now he lives in Tennessee, so there goes that fun. But I still want to get to this park. It has an RMC that I gotta knock off the list that looks amazing. Goliath looks like an absolutely incredible B&M hyper. And then it looks like it has some cool, supporting coasters. I think Ninja, I think one of them is called, that look like a really cool ride. A solid Woody. I think the only ride there that I'm really not too interested in getting on is Superman Ultimate Flight. Mostly because, one, I've done the one here in Georgia. You fucking idiot. I've done the one here in New York, and, I'm not really a big fan of that one, so I don't really expect that this one in Georgia to be that much better. Georgia Scorcha looks pretty cool, even though I don't really like stand-up rides. Since there's very few left of them, it'll be cool to experience that last one. And Daredevil Dive looks like an interesting ride that I have yet to really experience, so that will be a fun one too. So definitely want to get down my way to Georgia for a day or two and enjoy those roller coasters.
SBN 8, Theo Joe.
Number 8 is Worlds of Fun. This is a smaller scale park, but it definitely looks like it has some fun standout rides that will be worth the visit for. Prowler looks about like the best of the bunch. That looks like a really fun wooden roller coaster. Patriot also looks like a fun little B&M invert. I'm a big fan of B&M inverts, so even the ones on the smaller scale, I'm still super interested in riding. I forget what the Morgan Stanley one is called. Black Mamba, I think, is the one there. That one also looks really dope. I love Steel Force, so I'm really excited to get to try out some of those other ones. I know there's a few more supporting coasters there that I can't think of off the top of my head, but it definitely looks like a funner Cedar Fair park than it gets credit for. I feel like it really gets shit on a lot, but it looks like it might be like a fun little park to hit for a weekend.
7.
At number 7 is Kennywood. This is a park that I also have been wanting to go to for the longest time and have never had the opportunity to. And I was supposed to go 2019, I think was when they opened Steel Curtain that I wanted to go. And then that fell through with work. So I have yet to be able to experience the beauty of Kennywood. But I definitely hope to get out there this year so that I can finally ride Steel Curtain. That is, if it's open. I don't know, that ride is so flaky that I never know what's going on with it. So hopefully it's open. And then getting to enjoy a lot of the old history coasters like Jackrabbit and whatever the other one is that I can't think of right now would be a lot of fun. And then of course Phantom's Revenge, which people constantly say is like one of the best roller coasters around. I really have wanted to get on that ride even since I was a kid. I remember as a kid when it was just called Steel Phantom and seeing how nuts it was, and then they transferred it over to Phantom's Revenge, and I've just always been fascinated by that coaster, and I've been wanting to go out and get on it for so long. So hopefully this summer is the year, knock on wood for me, that I can get out there.
How about 6? 6 is good.
Number 6 is Six Flags St. Louis. It's another park down near Worlds of Fun that I would love to go to. That whole area of just those parks in Missouri, I think it is, I would love to get to. And I try to hopefully make like a fun little maybe 3 or 4 day weekend where I can knock all those out of the park. Because Six Flags St. Louis looks like a dark horse for a really good Six Flags park. The Boss looks nuts. I know they got a American Thunder also. Looks like a really fun wooden roller coaster. I've been wanting to go on a ride like Mr. Freeze for so long. I just love the way that ride looks. I love the way it operates. I did get to ride Batman and Robin the Chiller at Six Flags Great Adventure before it was demolished, which is kind of like that. So it would be really cool to get to go back on like a piece of history like that, because it's been a long time and I remember loving those two rides when I was a kid. Only got to ride Batman once, but I used to ride Robin a lot back in the day. So it would be super cool to get on Mr. Freeze. I think they have a Batman also, which always fun riding a Batman. It looks like a really cool, like middle scale type park.
On the 5-time.
Starting off the top 5 is Six Flags over Texas. All the Texas parks look absolutely insane, and this is another one that I would love to do, like Missouri, where you do like a quick 4-day trip and bang out everything down there, because it looks like such an awesome area for coasters. What does Over Texas have? New Texas Giant, the first RMC, looks freaking sick. It has Titan, Gia Vanola hyper coaster, which I mean, I don't hate Goliath at Six Flags Magic Mountain, but it's definitely on the weaker scale. But it'll still be cool to get to ride Titan, just if it has that same dope helix that Goliath has. It'll definitely still be worth getting out to. This would be the other Mr. Freeze blast coaster to get, so that would be sick. Then they have like, you know, the standard 4D free spin coaster that my girlfriend loves, and I tend to like them too, depending on the one. I've only ridden 3 of them. The one in New England I didn't like, but the Joker at Great Adventure and Batman at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom were both a lot of fun because you get some sweet flips on it. So this one gives you some sweet flips. I'm all for it. Right below it at number 4 is the other Six Flags park in Texas, Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. This is another park that looks absolutely insane. I mean, stacked to the brim with 2 RMCs. Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster looks incredible. I've still yet to get to do a single rail coaster. If Great Adventure would stop taking its sweet ass time, I would get to experience one. But in due time, it's coming. So I would love to get on the Wonder Woman one. This one is Iron Rattler. Iron Rattler, I consistently hear from people, is one of the best RMCs, so that would also be a lot of fun. It also has a really cool mine train coaster that goes with the quarry that looks really sick that I would love to also do. I'm a sucker for those mine trains. It has a sweet floorless Superman coaster that looks sick. I love floorless coasters, so to get to knock another one out down there would be a lot of fun. I think this park also has a 4D free spin, so we can just keep those sweet flips coming, baby. It has another Batman clone, although I don't think this one is called Batman. I think it's Goliath. So would really like to knock these 2 parks out this summer and really knock some credits back into the belt. Because I started 2 years ago, my journey to 300, and last year really screwed me for continuing that journey. So hoping this summer we get to add a lot to that total. And both Six Flags in Texas are a great way to up those numbers. Number 3 is SeaWorld San Antonio. I know what a lot of you are thinking is like, how can this be the most anticipated park you'd want to go to out of the 3 in Texas? And to that I say that this list isn't really in any particular order. I want to go to all 10 of these parks equally the same. This was just when I wrote it down. I lumped all the Texas parks together, and this was the one I forgot about. So really, this is probably at the back end of the Texas ones if we're going to talk about my excitement. But for the sake of this list, it's number 3. It also has a really cool Morgan Stanley that I would really like to get on. Steel Eel looks like a lot of fun. Always hear a lot of people raving about that. Wavebreaker looks cool, looks all right. I really like the atmosphere of SeaWorld parks, and they really do a lot of good theming with their rides, so it should be a lot of fun. And then, of course, Texas Stingray looks sick. Would love to get on that.
Utah, give me 2.
Number 2 is Silverwood. Silverwood is a park that I didn't really know about for a long time until I really started to get back into these coaster trips and everything the last few years. But everybody raves about Silverwood, and it looks like an awesome park. Oh, hello, puppy. You want to say hello to the people? No? All right, then go away. That was my pup. So yeah, it's a park that I would love to get out to. Everybody raves about it. All the coaster enthusiasts seem to love this park. Aftershock looks like the insane giant boomerang. I hate the one at New England, so hopefully this one is a bit better. Has the sweet wooden roller coaster that Tremors, I think it's called, looks awesome. The new for 2021 RMC, so of course got to get out there for that. It just looks like a really solid, independently owned park. So I'm really looking forward to getting out there because I really like the atmosphere that those parks put out. So, and it looks like a beautiful park from all the pictures that I've seen that people post from their trips. It looks like a really awesome time. So really excited to hopefully get to Silverwood this year. And the number 1 park on this list that I hope to get to, this one is actually my number 1. I've been wanting to go to this park for years and years and years and years. And it's constantly been my most anticipated, and I can't wait till I eventually finally get to go, and that is Silver Dollar City. I can't say enough amazing things about the aesthetic of this park. I love the way it looks. I love the terrain that it uses. Everything about this park just looks awesome. The rides look incredible. A lot of good varied roller coasters. You got like the launch one. You got a sweet B&M. I don't know if it's floorless or sit down. I think it might be sit down, but I think it could also be floorless. In Wildfire, you got a great RMC. The park just looks absolutely incredible. And it's another one like Silverwood that I can't hear enough about people raving about this place. I've had people that I've talked to in my DMs when we talk amusement parks that always say Silver Dollar City is the place to be. So I'm really hoping that I can get out to that park this year. Hopefully sometimes in the fall, because they say that like they do like some really awesome fall events. So that would be really cool to get out there and finally experience Silver Dollar City all these years later. And that's my list. A lot of it is definitely dream booking, but I think if I time it right and pick the right weekends, Heather and I will definitely be able to bang a few of these off the list, as well as our usual trips down to Florida for Disney fun. Guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this video. Click the like button as that helps with the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, adventure on.